Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? Gabriel Santos here. It's a little later today. It's like 5:15 p.m. here in Cali. And decided I'm just gonna pop out the camera here and just connect with y'all, man. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Let me know down in the comments just where you're at emotionally out of 10. All right, so 10 being, feel so good, so happy, so in alignment. 5 out of 10 is, not always the best, but I'm out here, right? And then anything less than 5 is kind of like I'm really just kind of dragging around and doing my best not to, you know, be too hard on myself, but high key it sucks. Wherever you're at, it's all good. No worries. You're allowed to be where you're at, whether that's 10, 5, or 0. And just know that, especially if you're 5 and below, that what you're feeling right now will pass. It's very much permanent. And in fact, if you are a 5 and below, I highly encourage you to download an app called Mood Meter. I think it actually costs like $1. It might be free, but I use this app a lot, especially in my 2019 weed-free year. It is an excellent way, especially if you're empathic or highly emotional, to just have a check-in, right? And an emotional check-in where, you see where you're at. And what's great about this app is that, you can identify where you're at emotionally, and then the app will give you a suggestion if you want to shift your mood. Something as simple as like if I'm feeling exhausted, the suggestion is to go play with a dog or to watch a funny movie. So it's a very effective app for me. And so I highly recommend you use it too. Even if you're, feeling good, it is in my opinion, a great tool to have in the toolkit, just for whenever. All right. But, anyways, wherever you're at, especially, moving on, I want to really acknowledge those of you who are putting in the work, who are, even if you're just putting in effort, like, I want to let you know that effort goes a long fucking way. And obviously we want results, but I think what happens for a lot of people, myself included, is that, we're clearly have some type of end goal in mind and we're working hard towards it. But for many of us, long-term goal achievement is something we're not good at yet. And part of that journey is realizing that there's a lot of effort over time required to make things happen. And so if you're putting in the work, I really, really acknowledge you. I really, really celebrate you. And I encourage you to create positive reward and positive feedback for yourself, whether that's, just some form of self-acknowledgement, because a pattern I used to go through was like, after like 6 months of being a fat slob, I finally am deciding to be healthy, and then like I'll go hardcore healthy, hardcore discipline for like weeks and sometimes months. And obviously it takes time to fucking create, physical shape results. And so it's easy when we're not seeing the result or we're not receiving the praise or what have you, that it's like, what is this, what is it? This is, is this worth it? And then we have like a cookie. And then for some reason, a natural process for human beings is to be like, oh, fuck, I had a cookie. I'm the worst. And so let me just blow off my entire progress and just fucking fuck myself over, So consider that, look, like if you have had your cookie, not like 7 days on and 1 day off is much more powerful than 7 days off and 0 days on, or even like 6 days. My point being, see if you can bring some self-love and compassion to the table, and in that create some perspective, like, oh, like I'm doing a great fucking job, like, and it actually is on us, the individual, to create acknowledgement, as opposed to some secret hidden agenda where we're like, I'm gonna secretly get in shape so I can secretly get validation. And it's like you're still dependent on something outside of yourself to give you what you need. right? Like you're waiting for it to happen, as opposed to either giving it to yourself or creating avenues for you to receive the support you're looking for, as opposed to like, oh, I'm gonna be in shape and the world better fucking notice me or else, you know. Like that's not really how it works, you know. But yeah, if you are riding high, if you are a 10 out of 10 or a 7.5 and above, if you don't mind, or if you're into it, please leave down in the comments below, like what has you be at a 7.5 and above? What's working for you? What wasn't working for you? What is a tip you would give to your fellow subscriber here, fellow viewer, you know, or me even, like, you know, what would you advise someone who's below a 5? How can they raise their energy to a 6, to a 7, to an 8? And as a final little reflection exercise, begin to wonder, what kind of 2021 year do you want to create? Okay, because this is about conscious creation. This is about putting things in front of you to do and have and become and be, right? And so start simple. Start simple. What is something you didn't have this year that you want to have next year? Maybe it's more happiness. Maybe it's more physical shape. Maybe it's more romance. Maybe it's more productivity. If it's productivity, what does that mean? Productivity in what regard? Okay, I want, you know, maybe you want to feel like you're moving forward every day. Maybe that's what productivity is. Okay, so just start to reflect. We're not yet committing to anything here. We're just taking an opportunity, taking a breath to review what 2020 was like, and to then reflect on what we want for next year, what we are eventually possibly going to commit to next year. All right, so have fun with it, you know, have fun, enjoy it. You know, this is your life. You get to create something. You get to fulfill desires. You know, I know that maybe for some of you, New Year's resolutions bring a sense of trauma because you've never kept any. Okay, I can totally relate. And so don't even call it a New Year's resolution. Call it committing to something more, to growing higher. And no one said you have to wait till New Year's. You can literally start in the next 3 seconds, you know? Point being, this is not about 2021. This is about, like, what the heck life do you really want? What has your life been like in the last 75 days, 75 weeks? And be like, okay, I like these aspects, boom, 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 boom. I didn't like these, boom, 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 boom. I wish I had this, boom, 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 boom. And, you know, see if you can go a little deeper than the surface stuff. Like, I know it's nice to have objects. I know it's nice to have money, things like that. And it's all good. Put that on the list. But really search deeper. Like, what? Like, oh, I want more fulfillment. I want more alignment. I want more integrity. I want more connection, right? See if you can, not see if, touch on the emotional side, touch on the deep side, touch on the spiritual side, in addition to your desire for tangible things. Have it all. Have it all. And play around in that world of possibility, all right? Because why the heck not, all right? Anyways, that's it for today. I love you guys so much. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're finding a stride here in the last minutes of the year. And if you have been riding high, let's go. Keep spreading that. See, I challenge you to lift more people up, okay? As you become more whole and complete and happy with yourself and your life, generate that for other people. Encourage other people to have that. Inspire other people. Lead other people. Okay, give it away. Give your happiness and your fulfillment and all that you now have to give it away. And I don't mean like give it away such that you don't have any left. I mean in your abundance of joy that is now glowing from within, streaming from within. Spread it around, right? You know what I mean. All right. Anyways, that's it. Happy Monday. I love you all. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, but until then, mwah, peace.